Los Angeles, December 22. After a string of records broken on the streaming giant Netflix Top 10 series, Wednesday, starring Jenna Ortega has arrived on the Nielsen streaming Top 10 to do the same. The Tim Burton-directed series starring Jenna Ortega as the iconic Addams Family daughter was watched for nearly 6 billion minutes during the November 21 to 27 viewing window, during which it was only available for the last 5 days, reports Variety. This marks the second biggest week of streaming ever recorded by Nielsen, following only the first full week of availability of Stranger Things, Season 4, during which the series was watched for 7.2 billion minutes. It's also presumable that Wednesday will best itself on the chart next week with the measurement of its first full week of availability. According to Netflix's self-reported numbers, the series jumped from 341.2 million hours watched in its first 5 days on the streamer to 411.3 million the following week. There's an obvious discrepancy due to Netflix and Nielsen's differing measurement methodologies, but the trajectory will likely stay the same. Along with Wednesday and multiple weeks of Stranger Things, the list of biggest streaming weeks also includes Tiger King, Ozark, and Dahmer, all Netflix titles. In the number 2 position on the streaming rankings for November 21 to 27 was Dead to Me, for the first full week of availability of its third and final season. The series was watched for 1.5 billion minutes during this viewing window, up from 1.4 billion the previous week, with 1.1 billion minutes watched each. There was a tie on the chart for third place. Like Dead to Me, 1899, also had its first full week of availability, growing from 925 million in its first 4 days of availability. The Crown had its third week on the chart since reappearing with the debut of Season 5. The final season of the royal drama dropped from the 1.8 billion minutes it had on last week's chart, where it sat in the number 1 position. The Netflix movie, Slumberland, took the number 5 position with just under 1.1 billion minutes watched in its first full week of availability, an impressive feat given its shorter runtime compared to the TV series on the list. Following at number 6 was Manifester, on its 4th week since the debut of Season 4 Part 1. The series was watched for 988 million minutes between November 21 and 27. NCIS regularly rounds out the bottom of the chart, and this week took the number 7 position with 811 million minutes watched. Similarly, Cocomelon was at number 10 with 702 million. In 8th place was Yellowstone, the Paramount Network drama series that streams its older episodes on Peacock. Season 5 debuted on November 13, prompting fans to re-watch the first 4 seasons, which were viewed for a cumulative 736 million minutes between November 21 and 27. At number 9 was another movie, Christmas-themed, The Noel Diary, with only 4 days of availability. The film was watched for 707 million minutes. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to channel and click on bell for more daily videos.